We landed in Hanoi during Vietnam's 80th Independence Day, and the entire city felt completely different. Red flags on every single street, mock parades marching through the old quarter, locals out by the lake dressed in traditional attire. You could hear music blasting from everywhere. This wasn't just a trip anymore. This felt like we were witnessing something very special. Over the next few days, we explored Hanoi slowly and we'll show you all of that. Let's go. We are Nat and Al. And for us, the best way to experience a new city is to actually live like a local. So in Hanoi, we didn't follow a fixed plan. We just walked, explored, and let the city just show us around. We landed early morning and booked a cab to the old quarter. Took about 45 minutes and always book a grab. It just makes everything easier. This was our Airbnb in Old Quarter, and honestly, we loved it. It was cozy, super comfortable, even had a bathtub. And the best part is, it was right in the middle of everything. The moment we stepped out, Hanoi didn't feel normal. Red flags everywhere, streets full of people. It genuinely felt like the whole city was preparing for something big. We passed the Hanoi Opera House, and just like that, you realize this city has layers: old architecture, chaos, culture, all mixed together. And somehow it was just very, very beautiful. We grabbed a banh mi from a random local spot for breakfast, and honestly, this one wasn't that great, but we figured we probably just didn't find the right one yet. We'll show you the one we actually loved a little later. Then we reached the Hong Kim Lake. This was in the morning, and everything felt so calm. Super clean, quiet, locals just going about their day. And something about this place, we just had this feeling that this would be completely different in the evening. And the heat was kind of intense, like scorching. Thankfully, we had umbrellas, but we both were excited to try the Vietnamese egg coffee. And that's when we found this cute little cafe, Leva. And honestly, till date, this is still one of my favorites. We ordered the egg coffee and coconut coffee, and wow, first sip, it was super smooth, creamy texture. It was amazing. But by the second sip, it hit us. This coffee is extremely strong. And this was way better than what I had imagined about egg coffee. And yeah, we just sat there for a bit, talking and looking out at the city from the balcony. And we knew we needed a short break because the heat was too much. So we headed back to the room for a short nap and planned to come back in the evening. And now it was evening. It had just started drizzling a little, which honestly made the heat a lot better. And first things first, we were already eyeing this place, Kem Trang Tien, one of Hanoi's legacy ice cream spots since like 1958. So we had to try it. We also saw a lot of local people sitting there, and it felt like this was part of their everyday routine. We got their ice cream and these mocha balls, and it was very, very refreshing, very tasty as well. Felt like exactly what we needed for the heat. From there, we made our way to the Ta Hien Street, and this place was already packed, like full on nightlife vibes. And it was just 7 in the evening, and you can already see people everywhere sitting on tiny stools, beer, food, music. This street is basically the heart of Hanoi's nightlife. We grabbed a bowl of pho from one of the local spots here, and that was also really refreshing. From there, we took a grab to Train Street, and as soon as we got down, one of the locals told us if you want to watch the train, you have to sit at one of their cafes here. So we just went along with it, got a matcha, a cold drink, and quick tip before you come here, check the train timings. On weekends, trains usually pass in the evening around 7 p.m., 7:45, 8:30, and on weekends there are more throughout the day. So it's definitely better to plan it a little. There's something about this place that it's just so lively. Everyone sitting this close to the tracks waiting for that one moment, and then It's over in seconds, but it's such a crazy experience. On the way back, we decided to walk again and came across this small desert spot. It's a Thai desert spot. We did not even plan this, it was just pure instinct. We went in and tried this dessert called bualoy. It's basically rice balls in coconut milk with a lot of different textures and toppings. And this turned out to be such a good find. And that pretty much wrapped our first day in Hanoi.